There is so much going on with Debbie Ryan's life, we cannot possibly keep track of all of it. But we're going to borrow Debbie's expertise for a moment. And that was Henry's handsome back that you just saw. And we're going to talk about Sweet Life and all this new stuff for Debbie. But first, Idol last night.
Right.
And so you're going to rely on Debbie as a big shot performer herself.
Absolutely.
Okay, so watch this. Here's Casey getting saved by the judges. But what I want you to concentrate on is look at Casey's face. All right, look.
Yo.
Randy's saying stop.
Listen.
Stop. Hold on one sec. Come over.
We know who you are, Casey. We don't need to hear you sing anymore, do we, Steven?
Yeah, this is crazy wrong. I mean, we made a decision here to keep you on.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
We might need one of those airline sickness bags.
Look at him go.
So Casey's saved, and we're going to show you a little more tape. Debbie will put on both your nurse's hat and your performer hat. He's about to throw up, isn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah, he doesn't look good.
This is definitive.
He does not look well.
This is
look
hard.
at him go.
Oh, poor thing.
He's so intense, he just can't even be stoked right now.
But here's the deal, he will not be voted off for a long time because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it showed his vulnerability.
Yeah,
You
it
love
did.
him for that.
So
So
when
you
you-
want it so
Like a-
bad, though, right? When people have worked so hard to get there, want it so bad, it's almost like a physical
Right.
thing.
Well, and it was very much the way that they kind of let him on a little bit. It was kind of a mislead, so he was hanging there for a second.
So when you have gotten good news in your career and or when you've performed in front of audiences in a variety of capacities, do you ever get the queasies?
I get silent.
Really?
Actually, I just become very introspective, and my parents know if I'm ever going through something or if I'm stoked about something, that I'm just like, When I heard about my brand new show, everyone was like, "Are you excited?" I was like, just containing it.
Wow.
And it was funny. I don't know what it is.
We are going to get to the brand new show in a second, but first, the current show, Sweet Life on Deck. First, okay, tonight, the Sweet Life movie.
It is,
So where
yeah.
do we get to go? We are on a cruise ship.
Yes, we are docked in the Pacific Northwest for our last spring break on the ship. You know, the class of the SS Tipton is about to graduate, so this is our last spring break together. We have these big plans, and Bailey is kind of, my character is a little thrown off as Cody kind of didn't tell her that he had taken a nice little internship there, and so you can kind of see her finding out the news here on this clip, and she gets a little upset.
All right, conveniently enough, we have a full clip that will explain more of Debbie's emotional collapse. Look.
Bailey, Cody is going to do an internship at a biology reserve over spring break.
Excuse me? Cody is what?
Guess not.
Wait, our last spring break together, and you choose some biology reserve over me?
No, Bailey. Okay, yes. I've been trying to tell you, but I couldn't. Look, I wrote it all down in a letter explaining everything, but Zach lost.
Wait, a letter? You put this in a letter.
Can you believe that?
Oddly enough, that is that mirrored the conversation that we had about going to Rio. Here's the thing. The boys are terrific. They're as old as I am now, quite honestly.
Barely.
Yeah. But isn't that interesting? Because everybody's grown up together. I mean, you came on the second sort of installment.
Right.
But have you found that out? And you were there right when everybody went from, frankly, kids to grown-ups.
For sure. I mean, it was one of those things. I was a freshman in high school when I booked Sweet Life, and now I'm a senior, would be a senior in high school. And so really the last 4 years have been that high school experience of growing up together and seeing each other so much, hours every day, and working together and crying together, and kind of everything that we've been through is really my high school experience. And so it's bizarre, but it's cool to just see how much they've grown.
Was there a Sweet Life prom?
No. There was. It aired last week. Good call.
Cool.
Yeah, and it was monumental too. It was such an occasion. I didn't think I would ever be able to kind of do the dress and have the prom moment, and I did. And I flew my best friend out, and she was in the episode as background, so it was a whole thing.
That's neat.
All right, now speaking of cool things, Sweet Life, they're graduating from Sweet Life. So Debbie's got to do something. So now a new show called Jessie, what's that about?
It is about a girl who moves to New York and to kind of take a year off after high school to find herself, and she ends up becoming a nanny for this high-profile couple on the Upper East Side. And they have these 4 children, 3 of which are adopted, and so kind of have different things going on. There's an imaginary friend, there's a pet capybara, there's like all sorts of things that are going on there, and in addition to
you may not know this, Henry and I are both reading for the role of the imaginary friend, which we're kind of excited about.
Actually, what's funny is I had a friend text me and be like, "Listen, can I be the imaginary friend? Tell production to let me." I was like, I'm gonna get right on.
It's the best gig ever.
That's the job that we all want. Here's the thing, I had a conversation, Selena Gomez was sitting in this chair not long ago, and I think when she has the opportunity, she more or less said this, she wants to move back to Texas. Obviously, keep her career going, but live there. You spent time in Texas, now you're out here. Where do you want to call home ultimately?
I don't know. I moved around a lot growing up, so I kind of have this thing with the word home where I don't really have, home is kind of where myself and my family and my friends are. I don't know. I like Texas is very residential. It's quaint, but it's got a little bit of everything, which I do like about it. But I'm really enjoying LA. I don't know.
See, it's what we call the Megan dilemma. She's actually is betwixt and between herself.
She's here.
All right, the Sweet Life movie premieres. Is it tonight? It is March 25th, 8 p.m. on the Disney Channel. That's what we'll be watching at my house. Debbie, really nice to see you. So we'll come visit you on Jessie.
Please do.
We sure
Come
will.
hang out.
Thanks so much, Debbie.
She's all grown up now.
I know.
Exciting.
All right, the Sweet Life of Henry DiCarlo.
And truth be told, Sam, you are my imaginary friend.
Sometimes here.
We talk to each other.
That's right.
Sometimes in